another video from BioLogic. In this video, we'll talk about Avery, MacLeod and McCarty experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. So, let's get started. Earlier, when Griffith carried out the transformation experiment, there was no conclusive evidence as to what was taking part in the transformation process. And so there was much debate in the scientific community. Now, Avery and his colleagues decided to carry forward the transformation experiment carried out by Griffith to prove that DNA is the genetic material. For that, they decided to use enzymes that will selectively destroy DNA, RNA and proteins. For their experiment, they took virulent S strain of Streptococcus pneumoniae and R strain of non-virulent Streptococcus pneumoniae, to which they did the following experiments. Number 1, they took R cells alone. In the second, they took R cells plus S cells. In the third, they took R cells plus S cells and added DNAs to it. In the fourth, they took R cells plus S cells and added RNAs to it. And in the fifth one, they took R cells and S cells and added it with protease. Now what they observed? They allowed incubation for sufficient time to see if there was transformation or not. In R cells, there was no transformation. In R plus S cells, there was transformation. When R cells and S cells was added together and added with DNAs, which is enzyme which destroys DNA, there was no transformation. Whereas in the next case, when they took R and S cells and added with RNAs which destroys RNA, there was still transformation. And lastly, when they took R cells and S cells and added with protease which destroys protein, there was still transformation. This clearly proved that in absence of DNA, there was no transformation, but as even in the absence of RNA and protein, there was still transfer of genetic material and there was transformation. Hence, they conclusively proved that yes, DNA is the genetic material and not RNA and proteins. So, if you like my video, please give a big fat thumbs up. For more interesting videos, stay tuned to my channel. Thanks for watching.